bottom ramp.
There's guys pulling guns on each other, and you worry about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm here for this reason.
Yeah.
You're going to get off at the 23. You're going to turn around and go underneath the interstate and get back on westbound. You're going to come back to the 26 and take the exit and take I-220 bypass. Both directions, I-20 is closed. You got to take 220. Be careful when you pull out.
Okay. Bye. How many trucks gonna pass? That guy pulled the gun out on that guy, and then here's one, second one.
Signature is not an admission of guilt. It's a promise to appear in court. It's not saying...
Do I have to sign?
Yes, sir. This is a promise to appear in court and have the fine paid.
All right, give me a ticket. That's it.
All right.
I'm out of here.
The bottom ramp.
There's guys pulling guns on each other, and you worry about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm here for this reason.
Yeah.
You're going to get off at the 23. You're going to turn around and go underneath the interstate and get back on westbound. You're going to come back to the 26 and take the exit and take I-220 bypass. Both directions, I-20 is closed. You got to take 220. Be careful when you pull out.
Okay. Bye. How many trucks gonna pass? That guy pulled the gun out on that guy, and then here's one, second one. That guy pulled the gun out on that guy.
Signature is not an admission of guilt. It's a promise to appear in court. It's not saying...
Do I have to sign?
Yes, sir. This is a promise to appear in court and have the fine paid.
What it do, people?
I'm out of here.
The bottom ramp.
There's guys pulling guns on each other, and you worry about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm here for this reason.
Yeah.
You're going to get off at...
Guns on each other, and you worry about this. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm here for this reason.
Yeah.
You're going to get off at...
All right. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. We're live on also Instagram. What's going on, my peoples? All right. Make sure drop any questions in the chat. I'll put some music on there. Let me make sure everything is good on my end. There we go. What it do, my peoples, my trucking peoples. How do y'all are doing out there in trucking land? I go by the moniker, the trucking insurance expert. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube right now. Drop some trucking insurance questions in the chat. It's been a long day, man. What's going on? Skin is black. I am black. God's talk now. What it do, peoples? Midweek, midpoint. We back to the money. We doing everything we supposed to do. We going hard to win. I had to take my headphones off because I can't really too much feedback. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna be on this live for a little while. I'm actually about to head out for a little dinner with my family. I just want to tap in with you guys and see if you guys had any trucking insurance questions, any things you guys needed. I've been getting a lot of DMs and people just sending me instant messages asking me if I got any advice about getting into the game. So I wanted to come on here and kind of, you guys be my catharist and let me tell you how I feel. So yeah, man, drop some questions in the chat. Yeah, we got a new backdrop in there. Put some thumbs in the chat for the backdrop. Shouts out to TikTok. TikTok's booming. Yeah. Let me see. I think I got a question on TikTok. I got one question. It's a Wednesday. We've helped some people this week. I helped a guy early this week. He's one of my followers. He basically needed help with not letting his authority go lapse. So he needed help in that nature. So we obliged. there are programs out there, whether you're CDL, you're non-CDL, you're a box truck, there's programs out there for you to essentially get insurance and allow your uh yeah, for you to get insurance and allow your 30 to age, right? It's commonly known in the insurance industry, but you guys don't know about these programs. You guys don't know about them, man. I get a lot of questions, just people interested in like, hey, man, I'm over here in Florida, man. Can you help me out? Or I'm in Texas. We help out everywhere. We help everywhere. So I got some questions on TikTok. I'm about to answer some of these questions I got on TikTok. One of the a common question I always get is like, what do I actually need to start? Right? A lot of you guys are just stepping out there and you get into the market and you're trying to just make some shit work, right? And you want to know, what do you need to get to start? Well, majority of you guys just need, I believe you need all parts of the insurance, but to start legally, you only need liability insurance. It's the only thing you need, right? Legally, you just need liability insurance. That's it. That's it. And liability insurance is fairly cheap. It's not cheap, but if you get that alone, it's cheaper than getting off 4 parts of your normal coverage. Yeah. So that's one question I get, like, bro, do I need the full thing? It's not necessarily that you need the full thing, but you do need to make sure you're fully covered, when you go out here. But you starting off, bro, you just might need liability. You starting off, you might not need, anything crazy. Most people out here starting with bobtail. Bobtail is finicky because bobtail's only active if you got a real auto liability policy. So bobtail don't really count as a liability. It's non-trucking liability, so you're not trucking. But yeah, man, I mean, you don't need a bare minimum, but you can start with the bare minimum. You don't need nothing crazy. Shouts out to Nugent over here on TikTok. They got a question for me. What does bobtail cover? Oh, all right. So bobtail basically covers where you're not trucking, and that's also physical damage. So if you're leaving a shipper and if you're leaving anywhere and you're not under dispatch, you don't have a trailer on you, you're bobtailing. So it covers you in that event, and if you don't have bobtail, you're technically not covered. Yeah, if you don't have bobtail, you're technically not covered. So that's something I would always tap in on. All right, Don Nori, what state are you in, bro? You got me on here. This is what I do. I'm the trucking insurance expert. What state are you in? Are you a CDL, non-CDL box? Put it in the chat, or you can come up here. You can request, and I can add you. But I would like to ask you where you at and what you do. Also, you can DM me. That's in my teeth. That's a good way to get a hold of me as well. I meet a lot of you guys on here. So it's not uncommon for me to, I meet a plethora of you guys on here. Most of you guys are getting shysted by some agent right now. So I'm putting out fires and taking aims. For sure. The number is in the background. 770-296-3919. It's in the background, man. But dude, if you got any questions or complexities to your situation, I would love to answer them. This is what I get on this live to do. I actually got to start doing more of these. Let me see if I can do something while I'm mid-live. I'm about to change my source out, guys. And yeah, I'm about to change my source out mid-live because I've been looking at some stuff on here, man. Let's see if we can do this. Boom. Boom. How y'all like that? Is that better? I'm nasty with it. Yeah, let's see if Instagram catches up to what I just did on live. I just changed some things around. But anyway, there we go. It's beautiful. Yeah. this up some. Gonna move. There we go. Let's see how that pans out. But no, dude, I get a lot of people online that I think he just texted me. I need it. Oh, everybody. I think. Are you the one from live? I'm texting one of you guys. From from live. So when you guys send us texts or you guys send us, you call us, it goes to a main office phone. I got an office downtown. I'm hardly in my office, but it also goes to our cell phones too, or my cell phone, the main cell phone. So it's one line that goes to many lines. So sometimes you gotta call, you get me. Sometimes you guys call, you might get my assistant or one of my assistants. I need a policy to activate my General Freight MC. I'm currently operating under oh, okay. You're operating light, heavy duty. Okay. You just want a basic policy. Start your MC. You know, I would love to know what state you're in. Text me your DOT because what I'm gonna do, dude. I'm gonna initially put you through Geico. That's my go-to. I like Geico. I'm a little bit biased. I like Progressive too, given, but I like Geico. I love Geico. So I feel like Geico gives good rates. So I'm automatically going to submit you with Geico. Once I submit you with Geico, I'm also going to submit you with two other carriers that are for people. Okay. Okay. And, you know, the guy who messages me is in Connecticut. I actually have an interest in marketing in Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. It's Connecticut. Okay. All right. I'll give it a try. Yeah, I'll give it a good old college try. Because the markets, you know, that I deal with, you know, favor the North, right? But, you know, for the most part, I think the most savvy thing for you to do is to get somebody like Geico or get somebody like, I don't know, Progressive or, you know, some other of my hidden markets and quote through some of these hidden markets. You see what's out. It's just aging your MC. So, I mean, I can't say a definite price because, you know, it may be like, I can't say a number. I mean, let's say 1,100, 1,200, 1,300. Some people isn't that much, but I would say that if you get a number like that, you know, that's a normal number. You have to pay that per month. Let me see something right quick. Can y'all hear me? I think y'all can't hear me. Y'all can hear me good. But no, man. So this is the accident. You know, I'm live streaming in Atlanta. This is a recent accident, and in this accident, as you see, somebody hit a damn bridge. Somebody hit the damn bridge, and nobody seems to think that this is not normal. I find it unnormal when people hit bridges with trucks. Like I don't think that's nowhere near okay to hit a damn bridge with a truck. But you know, I also think that this is a reason why a lot of premiums are so high, and why a lot of people pay so much fucking money. But back to the aging authority. No, to age, I will only get $750. Yes. To age your authority, only need the liability. The liability is $750K, and it goes on your filings. Right, those filings are important. You only need $750. You can have What to do, Sam? You can have $1 million worth of coverage, but you can have $1 million worth of coverage, but your filings are only $750. Filings are inherently different than coverage, right? I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put our link in a chat for a Bro, I type all day and I type slow when I get online. This is crazy. I'm gonna put a link in the chat just for quotes. I'm gonna pin it too. Yeah, if you want to go to extramilecoverage.com. But yeah, you only need $750,000. You don't need a lot. I've seen recently that some people I've been getting quoted, they're paying $800 a month. And it's just the age, and the value is in actually aging it though, dude. You want to enter this market with the age authority. You don't want to enter this market stagnant or new. People in the next market don't get people who are going to be new in this upcoming market aren't going to get rewarded like someone who's aged and vetted. I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing it with the insurance prices. I'm already seeing it with the brokers. I'm already seeing it with y'all telling me how bad the market is, and y'all skilled. Yeah, y'all tell me how bad the market is, and y'all got some motion. So you do want to definitely age it. Age as long as you can. Yeah, age it as long as you can. Age it. Age that authority. Don't age it. Get some funk on it, because when the market gets to a point that where all these they're forcing new drivers out. They are positioning themselves to only benefit people with aged authorities. Not only that, aged authorities are selling for a premium. People are buying aged authorities for a premium, a high premium. So I just feel like it behooves someone to get in the industry, get in the market. If you got a job, if you got a gig, wait your turn. It wasn't like that a while ago. I mean, years ago, it wasn't like that when I got in. But you wait your turn, and as soon as let me slow down. As soon as the market gets good, you're already positioned. But back to what you were saying, you said having bought a truck yet. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. But trucks are going for good numbers. Truck prices are known to rise overnight. Bro, it'll be a truck price that'll be like, I don't know, let's say trucks are 20 grand, and then overnight them shits are jumping like 40 grand, 30 grand. Auctions will go up. The demand meets the market. So when the market catches on fire, just like when COVID, it was a lot of people trying to get ready. I was already in the game. I already had a couple trucks. When COVID hit, I already had 2 trucks. I wasn't hustling to get a truck. Give me a truck. I already had a truck. Two trucks. My partner had a truck too, so we was already a lot unloaded. So we benefited just off being in position. And I'm not saying COVID 2.0 gonna happen, but these tariffs are gonna let up. We're gonna get to a point where the market is gonna be hot again, and then the people who got aged authorities always get the bag. Get the bag. It's the brokers are gonna seek people with aged authorities. The brokers don't want people who are newbies. I gotta record. I ain't even recording my shit. I'm tripping. I'm over here streaming. I ain't even recording my shit. It's all good. I ain't like that. Whatever. But yeah, I've heard so many people come to me like, "Oh, dude, bro, the market is fucked up." Yeah, you're new. You're new. You supposed to sit around for a couple months. Shit, hit 3 months. Hit 3 months. Then jump out there on the road. Then jump out. And I get what you're doing, Don, because I did the same thing. I aged my authority with a van. Just being real. This is back in 2018, 2019. I aged my authority with I went to and I know you're trying to do the car, but when you do cars are inherently a different kind of risk than a cargo van. So you wanna, it's a way to age your authority, in my opinion. How I would do it is how I would do. I would go to Geico. There are other programs out there, but I'm just being real. I would go to Geico and I would get the best rate they have for $750, and I would put on a cargo van. And why a cargo van? Because a car is a different kind of risk than a sprinter van, a box truck, a cargo van. Those are different risks too. But a sprinter van, cargo van, box truck, they're all delivery vehicles. Similar kind of category versus the car. You can't really, it's a different kind of risk. So I would do it that way. And I did it that way. I think I was paying I was paying like $800 a month. You know what I'm saying? Just to aid my authority. I had a job. I work on my job. I aged it for like 2 or 3. No. I didn't have a job. I'm lying to you. I was leased on. I had my truck first. So I had it for a while, but I was leased on. And then after I decided, I'm like, you know what, dude, let me just go on the road. So I ended up going on the road with my trucks. And once I went on the road with my trucks, being leased on, that's when I got my authority started. But if you're gonna age it, there's a way to age it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not dissing nobody for aging it, because I get it. I totally get it. You don't want to jump out here and be halfway with it. So you want to jump out here and kind of be like, you wanna jump out here and be able to book the loads you want to book. 100%. 100%. You want to book the loads you want to book. You don't want to kind of jump out here. Naper, how do you do, sir? Yeah, so what I went to, he said the only reason I was doing it in the car is because the vehicle I got, LOL. Yeah, I mean you can go to a lot, and just get a VIN number. Naper, I know you got some questions for me, boy. I know you're gonna let me have it, but the truth is, Naper, I have to have a conversation with you offline because it's a little bit deeper than I thought with your situation. It's a little bit deeper than I thought. I know, Naper. I know, but as we get closer, the numbers are going to keep appearing. There's still time on the clock. There's still absolutely time. As we get closer, the numbers are going to more appear. I'm going to be honest with you, Naper. A lot of people have been telling me no. Just being real. Been hearing a lot of no's. A lot of no's. So that's why I can't really give you any feedback. And it's tears, bro, because what I'll do is, once I go quote somebody, Naper, I put them with the best. It's like tiers. I put them with the best of the best companies. Then I'll let those markets decide out, and then I'll go to another down tier. I don't want to say down tier, but I go down a tier, and I'll be like, all right, let's see what you do in these markets. That's the process when we went down a tier, because the first tier, I don't want to say too much online. They just wasn't in favor of the quote. I mean, it was instant too. Like a lot of times when I quote people, they're like, they wait to tell me no. There were instant no's. I'm like, damn. There were instant no's. I even went to one quote and it had your other truck. It had your other truck and it had your father in on there too. I remember your father used to drive for you. Yup, it had him in on one of the quotes too, bro. So that'll kind of tell you, I'm not fibbing when I'm saying what I'm saying, because they still got your dad locked in on one of the from last year, and I don't know, but I got some other markets. And the thing about you, dude, is that I still got time. I got markets in New York that I just acquired that I'm gonna, that if this tier doesn't work out, we're gonna put them on that tier. Okay, but in all honesty, we were just talking about this today because we got another no today. And some numbers are so outrageous, they're no's. Some companies come to you And if they be like, okay, it'll be 50,000. It's a no. Who gonna afford 50,000? You could have just told me no. You could have just said fuck me. You know, if you're gonna screw me, you at least took me out to dinner, right? That's how some markets are. So the best way to do it, and not to be lip salad or word salading, but you just go through the tiers. You go through A to B and say, okay, let me put them with these good markets. All right, these markets. Nobody don't say no. They all say no. Okay, well, all right, we got this one, this one, this one. They normally don't say no, so let's just see if they say no. And so far, that next group of 5, one of those say no, but I'm confident one's going to say yes. And we got a little time. A lot of companies, truly, your buying request is approximately in 3 weeks. Little more than 3 weeks. A little more than 3 weeks, right? So yeah, your MBR is clean, very clean. It is. It's not the MBR so much. Let me read some of the emails I got. Naper, I'm saying your thing on live. I'm sorry, but okay. One closed, one denied based on the claim frequency. All right. Let's see. Other one, same thing, claim frequency. Other one is because of safer scores. I'm not gonna get too deep on line. You know, your business. It ain't my obligation. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk tomorrow, matter of fact. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow. And you know, we're gonna make it work. Because the honest truth about it is, dude, is that since I got it so early, I want to see what some of these markets that I have markets that I don't use. I was telling about somebody that I was telling a customer that today. I said something because I had a similar situation with another customer I'm going through. Honest to God, I'm actually quoting you and him out simultaneously because you guys have similar attributes. I'm just being real. And what me and my assistant came up to, we got markets we don't even use because the markets are they're for people who have a checkered past. So we just have a vast amount of markets, and you don't use all your markets. You don't use all your markets, bro. You don't. It's almost like you probably use, as an insurance guy, you use 10 of your markets. But what I do is, in situations like this, I like to dust off the book and see what I got and dig in and build relationships. So all this is an opportunity to build a relationship with somebody else. We're gonna get it done. We gonna get it done, Naper. I can't remember online, but I don't think they were offering you a renewal. But can you tell me if they were offering you a renewal? Tell me if they were. If they were offering you a renewal. Let's see. Somebody changed. Oh shit. All right. Let's see. Let's see. We got somebody else. Let's do this. Let's do that one. Switch it up. There we go. How we like that? Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So to me, right? If somebody, if you got a renewal and they're telling you 100,000, they could have just said fuck me. I would have been much preferred to screw you. I would have much preferred you just tell me f off. Who the fuck can pay 100,000? But you're at a point, and you know this. Okay, cool. Shouts out to Naper. We'll talk tomorrow, brother. You'll get a point to where, you know the value of your authority, and I can say you can't afford to lose it because we all lose things, but you know the value of your authority. You've been in the market that long to where you've built a stable name for yourself, and it didn't even have a down payment. Damn. It'd be so high. Why do they do that? I get why they do that. Because 100,000 is crazy. I don't know what to say. Like, you could have just said no. You could have just said no to me, dude. 100,000 is crazy. It's crazy. Who can pay 100,000? Did my shit freeze? Hey, I'm talking. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Yo. How did my shit freeze, bro? It, well, but um, I don't know what this is doing. This is crazy. I don't see how people go underneath these bridges and get value your authority, and you can. And I can say you can't afford to lose it because. How did my video freeze? I'm gonna end this live video. I'm gonna end it. This is crazy. Trailer trucks, and it's full of that meat. Wow. Caravan, baby, and it's loaded down with bricks. Got a trailer truck, and it's full of that meat. Got a caravan, baby, and it's loaded down with it. I can say you can't afford to lose it because I don't see how people go underneath these bridges and get stuck. Like, shit, bro.